I'm Steven Tyler Myers, your Man Cave Review host, and we are in the endgame now, baby! We are 1 week away from endgame, and I can't be more excited. I'm so pumped up. Around a year ago, I did a video called Everything Marvel, and I'm going to do this again. You know, Avengers Infinity War was so anticipated. We all waited so long, and then we're just crushed. I mean, going to the theater and just having that experience with a bunch of people that are so immersed into the cinematic universe as you are, and just to be watching it as a group and see everybody else's reaction is just an experience you can't have watching it at home. You just can't. That's why I love going to the theater. I love watching everybody get as hyped or as disappointed or anything just as much as I am. So watching Infinity War and watching those characters that we've grown to love over the last couple of years, you know, and the new ones get dusted, because the new ones were the ones that get dusted, and just to see that you just started to get to know them and then you get them taken away, it was just a really, you know, very an emotional experience. You know, watching, you know, Gamora get thrown off the cliff, it was like, what just happened? And then watching Loki get choked out. Then Idris Elba's underrated Heimdall, which I think he should have had way more parts in these movies than he did, because Idris Elba is a phenomenal actor. They should have utilized him a lot more. Hold up, let's pause real quick on Thor Ragnarok. I cannot understand why they did the Warriors like that. They just, you know, the lady came in, killed him. Whatever, that's besides the point. But anyway, just seeing characters that you've grown to love and that you just started really liking, you know, just kind of get taken away is, you know, a very emotional experience for people who have been following this franchise in the cinematic universe for a very long time. And I can't be more excited to see it all come full circle, because this is what they've been going after since Iron Man came out in 2008. And ever since then, there hasn't really been one bad Marvel film. There isn't. There are some that are better than others, and there's some that are lower and some that are higher, but there's not one terrible one. You know, when Ant-Man came out, I was like, Ant-Man? Okay. Saw Ant-Man. Learned to never judge a book by its cover, because it's awesome. A lot of people put, you know, Thor down, like the Thor movies way down. They're not bad. The only thing that was weird about the first Thor was the super blonde eyebrows and beard and hair. Like, that was just a little, his makeup or costume was just a little over the top. That's why it makes it hard to watch that one, is just because he just looks so weird. But that's nitpicking. Other than that, all the films are good. All the drama with Captain Marvel, you know, Captain Marvel was a good movie. It was a really good movie. I mean, Goose, I'm sorry, everybody else, but Goose really did steal the show. He was my favorite. I'm an animal lover, so he was my favorite part. The Skrill, you know, at first I was a little upset how they played him, but, you know, Kevin Feige's right. There's good and bad. Just like there's good and bad people, there's good and bad, you know, Skrill. So that was really cool, you know, twist. Like, whoa, they're not the bad guys? What? And it was crazy. I knew from the trailer that Jude Law's character, I can't pronounce his name, I knew he was the bad guy, because, I mean, it's Jude Law. But other than that, Captain Marvel was a really good movie. Brie Larson aside, Captain Marvel is a really good movie. She is a tough pill to swallow, I know, but, you know, actors are actors. You know, they're people too. They have opinions, they have feelings, and, you know, they're just on a pedestal and on a, you know, a screen, so you get to hear people's opinions. But like I said, that aside, Captain Marvel is a really good movie. I cannot wait to see how she fits in with the Avengers. It's going to be a great experience. That's what was so good about Infinity War, is they took these characters and put them with certain ones that you never thought you would. I never thought I'd see Groot, Rocket, and Thor together. I never thought I'd see that. And that was really cool, because they took scenarios that you never thought would happen, and they took characters that would fit together. I mean, Doctor Strange and Tony Stark, like that that was an awesome pairing. Oh, y'all like my gear, man? I got that Under Armour, that Captain America Civil War thing on. This one I'm gonna wear to Endgame. But anyway, what I'm doing on this video is I'm gonna present theories, and we're just gonna talk about the cinematic universe, period. I've been kind of rambling, sorry, I get really excited. But I'm going to talk about theories real quick. So if you do not want to hear theories, these aren't spoilers, they're just theories. If you don't want to hear theories, if you don't want anything Endgame, you just don't want anything to do with it, leave this video, come back, next week. Well, not next week, the week after next week, after you see Endgame, and just see what my theories were and see if I was right about anything. But like I said, you don't want anything Endgame or anything theory-wise, just stop the video now. All right, for those of you who stayed, thanks for continuing to watch. The trailer for Endgame, there's been multiple like tiny little trailers with one new clip each time, or 2 new clips. I mean, I don't believe one of them. After Infinity War and the trailer to that, I do not believe one single scene from that. I love all of the scenes in the trailers. They're all really cool, but I'm trying not to set myself up, because I was really disappointed that the trailer, I understand why they do it, but come on. Like, I get they don't want to spoil anything, but a trailer's a trailer, and people who don't want it to be spoiled, just don't watch the trailer. Stop bitching about it, and don't watch the trailer. Stay off social media and don't watch trailers. If you're like, oh, well, yeah, you shouldn't have shown that. That would have been really cool to wait for. It's probably not real. And then don't watch it. I know it's hard to when you're excited about something. Just don't watch it. So stop complaining. Sorry. That's my opinion on that. But I don't believe anything that the trailers have put out so far. But here are my theories. I'm going to just jump right in. Like I said, I'm going to jump right in. I don't think Captain America's going to die. As we know, it's been spoiled that, not really spoiled, they've been told that they're going to go back in time. And it's been proven, all that, I guess. But they're going to go back in time. I think at the end of the movie, or in the middle of the movie, or whatever, Captain America will stay in the past, and I think he will meet Peggy for that dance. That would be a great way for Captain. And I know a lot of people say Cap should die, or Cap's going to die. I don't think he's going to die. I think he'll stay in the past. If he dies, he dies. I think he makes the most sense to die, because his story arc is kind of over. When there's no more fight to fight, that's what he's about. He's a hero. He's a hero's hero. So I think it makes the most sense. He's my favorite character, but I think he makes the most sense to end. Now, moving on to Tony Stark, I think he's going to retire. I think Pepper will be pregnant. I think he's just going to retire. I think he's just going to hang up his armor and be done with it, because he's going to be exhausted. He's getting older. I know Tony's Tony, but he could be the one that could just leave it alone. After that exhausting, beating Thanos, he'll feel better. He'll feel like there's no more threats. So I think he'll retire. Moving on to the assassins. I think one of the assassins will die. I think either Hawkeye or Black Widow could die. Right now, before, Hawkeye could die because his family's gone. Black Widow could die because, like I said, the fight's over. Just like Cap, she has nothing else to do. I mean, she could, but she would feel that way. So either one of them could die. Whichever one of them would just... Black Widow, I think, would try to still be, get with Nick Fury and still try to figure out, how to, stay a hero, be an agent. Hawkeye, I think, would, if, he lives and his family comes back, he would just retire too. But I do think one of them or both of them will die. It makes sense for them to die. Black Widow has her prequel movie coming out, but that's about it. I mean, you could use her in prequels, and Hawkeye has a TV show, but that's probably during the in-between Civil War and Infinity War. Probably. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens to them, but I think one of them or both of them will die. War Machine's going to live. I don't think War Machine will die at all. Nebula, I think, is another possibility to die fighting Thanos. She makes sense, but then doesn't make sense to die. She could go either way. I could go either way if she dies or not. It would suck, but she's not really... I don't have an emotional attachment to her like I do some of the other ones. So she would be one that would maybe die, but I don't think she will. Rocket is not going to die. If he does die at the beginning, he'll come back, but I don't think he'll die. Ant-Man, I don't think will die either. Even though there's no speculation on an Ant-Man TV series or show or anything or movie, nothing. There's no speculation on any of that. I do not think Ant-Man's going to die. I will be shocked if he dies. Moving on, then you have Hulk. Another one. I don't think Hulk's going to die. He makes sense to die because what are they going to do with Hulk? I know they're speculating the She-Hulk / Mark Ruffalo Hulk show. We don't know how true that is at this time. They probably won't release stuff like that until after this movie comes out. But if they, I don't think he'll die though. I think he'll just run away like he always does after every Avenger movie. He just kind of runs away. Well, except the first one, he stayed with the team. But Hulk runs. You know, every time something like this happens, he runs. So I think he will probably live and he'll run away and, you know, something. I don't know. I think he'll live. I'm going to call it. Hulk's going to live. Who else we got left? I think that leaves Thor, right? Cap, Tony, the Assassins, Hulk. Okay, Thor. I think Thor's going to die. I think he's going to be the OG6, the important one, the Trinity 3. I think he's going to die, and I think he's going to die at the beginning of the movie or in the middle. I don't want Thor to die. I know they're talking about a Thor 4. You know, right now the internet's speculating about that. But, you know, Thor is another one. You know, he lost all of his family, all of his friends. His planet's gone. That would be a reason for him to live, but I think he's going to die. He's the only one that I feel confident will die. I will be shocked if I will be shocked if Captain America dies. I think he'll stay in the past. I won't be shocked if Tony dies because it began with him and it should end with him. So if he dies, it will really suck. Like I said, he won't die. I don't think he'll die. But Thor, I 100% think will die. Now, the dusted characters. I don't know at what point in the film they're all going to come back. I mean, obviously, Spider-Man Far From Home has been said that is literally directly after Endgame happens. So I think Spider-Man is going to live for sure. I mean, I think they all come back for sure. I think they're all stuck on the Soul Stone. Somehow they're going to go back and figure out how to get them out. Gamora's going to come back. I think all the Guardians will be fine. All that will be okay. It's going to be interesting, though, to see how the future is affected by the past. Because if they do go back in time and Cap stays and all of this stuff, like how does everything get twisted? How does that happen? That's what's going to be the interesting thing, is if they go back in time and they kill Thanos back in time, or Cap stays back, or they change something in the past, like what is going to happen to alter this future? That's the exciting thing about this movie, is like we don't know what's going to happen. What is it going to alter? What is it going to change about what we know right now and what we know about the movies that happen? Like how many of those events will not have happened? How many of those people who died will not ever have died? And another thing that brings me into that, what villains are going to return into this film? Because we know that Frank, who played Crossbones, was seen on set. So is Crossbones going to be back? I think Ultron is going to be one that we see, and I really hope we see Ultron. He's one of my favorite villains. He was a little dumbed down into Age of Ultron, but I really still like his character. James Spader's voice is amazing as Ultron. So we'll see, but I think some villains will be back. I think Red Skull will be back. I know or think Crossbones will be in it. I hope Ultron is in it. It would be cool if the Abomination from Incredible Hulk was in it, but, nobody likes that movie. I do. But anyway, that's just my theory on everything that's going to happen. And, I can't wait to see how it all turns out, because this is just really exciting. I cannot wait to see this. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please like this video. If you want to talk Marvel, hit me up down in that comment section. I will comment section, and I will respond to you as fast as possible. All right, guys, real quick, let me show you how much I love Marvel. Here we go. This is my Marvel shelf. That whole Marvel Blu-ray collection. Well, there's Star Wars there in the corner. Marvel collection. And also, let's look at this stuff, too. Got some Marvel Legends and Pops. Got some more up here. And then some other things here. Oh, there's Jurassic Park. More Marvel Legends. A crap ton of Marvel Pops, exclusives and whatnot. Some more Marvel Pops. Alright guys, there you go. I'm Steven Tyler Myers. This is Man Cave Review. We're in the end game. I'll see you next one.